Words appear. The protest goes to Washington.
It was decided that a group of people would go to Washington, D.C. and to seek a meeting with Joseph Califano, who I believe was the secretary of HEW at the time.
One of the things that we did was we had an election to choose a committee to choose who went to Washington, D.C.
And we wanted a diversified group of people that was racially diverse, that was disability diverse, and people that were, interested in coming. And I'm sure there were some people that maybe wanted to come and didn't get selected to come. But I think overall it was a pretty reasonable process.
Yeah, and the unions, the machinist union, gave money. They flew, however many it was, 12, 14 people out to Washington to meet with Joseph Califano.
When we got there, they were met with a U-Haul truck. And they all, wheelchairs, canes and all, were crammed into this truck. The back door slammed down and they're in the dark and they're driving through Washington streets.
And we were packed in like sardines. And, when they'd go around corners, we'd all kind of like go, oh, we were so afraid of running over someone's foot. And, but it was, it was sort of a wild and thrilling experience that you don't necessarily want to repeat.
The first place we went was Joe Califano's home. They knew where he lived, in a very, very exclusive neighborhood, very wealthy. Pulled up there at dark. Weren't there 5 minutes before police cars were all over the place.
All the sirens and police that came when we were out at Califano's house for the candlelight vigil, man, they was not playing. They was like, damn, what happened? They just got here. But that was my plan. I thought about it on the plane. I says, we can't wait for them, or else they won't believe we're for real. You've got to do it right now. Be proactive so that you're able to let them know we're stepping up to the plate.
We were demonstrating every night outside of then Secretary Califano's house. And in the daytime, going to various congressional persons and congresspersons to support signing the regulation without any change. That was the reason for the demonstration.
A lot of our strategy was to use Carter's open door administration slogan, which gave us an opportunity to go to every door that he was coming out of or Califano was coming out of and confront them and then use that with the press. And we did break into the Washington press much more than they had been able to up to that point.
That's why they went to Washington. They finally decided being in San Francisco was all well and good, got a lot of local attention, but we better go with the heart of this thing if we're going to have any impact. And that was a major decision. That was expensive and hard. It was a very hard trip. And they never complained. No one ever complained.
Words appear. In order of appearance, Barry Ryan, 504 protester. Kitty Cohn, 504 protest organizer. Judy Heumann, 504 protest organizer. Bill Palmer, 504 protester. Evan White, journalist. Dennis Billups, 504 protester. Ron Washington, 504 protester. Patient No More is a project created by the Paul K. Longmore Institute on Disability at San Francisco State University to commemorate the 25th anniversary of the ADA. PatientNoMore.org. Interviews recorded in 2014 by undergraduate students from Journalism 321, History 484, and staff from the Paul K. Longmore Institute on Disability at San Francisco State University. Edited by Cheng. Audio description by AudioEyes. Description voiced by Michele Spitz, woman of her word. Copyright Paul K. Longmore Institute on Disability at San Francisco State University, 2015.